Let us learn how to create decision tree. This is a sample given 14 row data set, combination of positive and negative samples. These are the formulae used to create decision tree. So in order to make decisions, we'll be making use of these formulae. Entropy of sample is equal to minus P positive log to the base to P positive minus P negative log to the base to P negative. This represents the contribution or the level at which it is going to affect the decision. Okay. So here if we are representing in the form of information gain, it will be meaning that the level of contribution made for the decision making. Entropy means we will be talking like how it is affecting the classification. It's like opposite case. So if entropy is minimum, information gain will be maximum. Okay. So here in entropy formula we are going to make use of to calculate the entropy of entire sample at the beginning, and once the attribute is selected, then we will be using the entropy of the sample itself. Internally, while calculating, we calculate the entropy of the attributes as well, and later we will be obtaining the information gain of all the attributes. That information gain is equal to entropy of the sample that we have considered minus this term that is called as average info. So the average info of an attribute is the summation of this value, that is it is going to consider the value of an attribute. For example, Outlook is having sunny as the value, then rainy as the value, cloudy as the value. 3 values are there. So with respect to each value of the attribute, with respect to the sample that we have considered, we are going to multiply with the entropy of such attribute value. Okay, so the summation of these values will be subtracted from the entropy value to get the gain of the attribute itself, that is gain of the Outlook, for example. So here P positive is nothing but P divided by P plus N, where capital P is the number of positive samples, capital N is the number of negative samples. The steps required are, first thing is we are going to calculate the entropy for every attribute in the data set. Once attributes are calculated with the entropy, we are going to calculate the information gain, and using the information gain we are going to select a root node. Whichever is having the highest information gain will be selected as the root node or the node in the next step. So once that is selected, once the node is selected or attribute is selected, we are going to split the data set by extracting the rows of the data set containing the value of that attribute. For example, if I select sunny, that is Outlook as the root node, I am going to take maybe sunny as the value that I require. I am going to extract the table contents having the sunny as the value. So I am choosing Outlook as the root means I am going to choose a particular value and its respective rows of data in the data set. That is what is called as splitting the data set. So along with that, we are going to make that as the node in the decision tree. If it is the first step, it will be the root node, otherwise it will be just a node in the subtree. These steps will be repeated again for all the parts. That is, once we split, for the split data set also we are going to repeat the same value, same calculations. Solution. We need to know the number of positive samples and negative samples in order to have the entropy of the entire data sample. I have highlighted the positive and negative samples. If you count, you will get there are 9 positive samples and 5 negative samples. So that is what have been allotted here. So now these values will be used to calculate the entropy of the sample. The formula is like this, as you know already. P positive and P negative has been replaced with the representation, that is P by P plus N and N by N plus P plus N, and substituted with the values. If you want, you can write it as 9 by 14 and 5 by 14 as well. So on solving this using your calculators, scientific calculators, you will get 0.94 as the value. So here in this case, those who don't have the key, that is log to the base 2 and x, that is if you don't have the key like this on your calculator, you can make use of this formula, log x divided by log 2. Okay, log to the base 2 x is equal to log x divided by log 2. Same value you will get for that also. So entropy of the sample is now 0.94, which we'll be making use of to calculate the information gain of every attribute. And before calculating the information of every attribute, we are supposed to calculate the entropy value of every attribute values. So we'll do that now. So entropy of S is 0.94. So now calculate gain of every attribute. First step is calculate entropy of for each attribute. So first attribute is outlook. You have to write this table. There are 3 values for outlook: sunny, overcast and rain in the table. We are supposed to know what are the positive samples and how many are negative samples to calculate the entropy, right? The formula is having, entropy formula is having P and N terms required. P positive requires and P negative requires both P and N. So we are supposed to calculate wherever we have sunny as the value for the first attribute, outlook attribute, how many are positive and how many are negative. Same thing we'll do now. I have highlighted only those which are having sunny as the value. In this case, as you can see, there are 3 negative and 2 positive entries. Same thing we will write in the table. Same way we will go with the overcast. With overcast as the value, all are positive samples. So 4, 0. Then rain. With rain as the value, 3 are positive and 2 are negative. So rain will be getting 3 and 2 as the value. Now the calculation of entropy of P, N. You need to remember one thumb rule. Wherever you get one value equal to 0, like for overcast 4 and 0 are there, right? We can directly write it as 0. Okay, and even if they are equal, it is 1. So if I have 4, 4, then it will be 1. Now I have 4, 0, it can be 0. So you can reduce time by not calculating the values for this. And here you can see 2, 3 is there, 3, 2 is there. Both are same, right? So the left hand side is 2, right hand side is 3, then 3 and 2. You'll be having same term, just changing the places, because you have in entropy minus P plus log to the base 2 P plus minus P minus log to the base 2 P minus. You just imagine like they are flipped. Okay. So whatever value you get here, it will be same for the last row as well. So only for formality, you can just substitute these values for the second go and write the value directly. Okay. So for this table, you will require only one calculation. So for sunny, we just note down the values and substitute the values in the entropy formula, like how we did for the sample entropy, and calculate the same. You will be getting the value as 0.971. And that should be put upon in the table. 4, 0, you can put it as 0 itself directly. Then again, directly you can put it as 0. Then the third one, even though it is flipped, you can just write the statement required, substitute and write the final value. You can see here 0.442 plus 0.529 is there. In sunny, you will get 0.529 plus 0.442. Same values you can take here and write it as 0.971. So we have all the entropy values now, and we also have the total number of samples. So SV means this. SV here, that is samples having sunny as the value. So SV is equal to 5. There are 5 samples which are having sunny as the value, 4 samples having overcast as the value, and 5 samples having rain as the value. So using those values, we can calculate the average info for outlook. So sigma of these values multiplied by the entropy. On elaboration, V will be replaced by sunny, then overcast, then rain, summation of those terms. Replacing the values, that is substituting the values. There are totally 5 values for sunny in 14 row data set, 4 values for overcast in 14 row data set, and 5 values for rain in 14 row data set. S means 14. Entropy of them we have in the table already, and you will be getting 0.693. So here our info, that is information, average info of our Outlook is 0.693. This should be subtracted from the entropy of the overall sample to get the information gain. So Outlook's information gain is 0.94 minus 0.693, which will be resulting into 0.247. Like how you have done for Outlook, you should repeat the same steps for the remaining attributes as well. So when you do the same calculation, you will be getting these as the values for each attribute. This is the information gain for Outlook, then this is for temperature, this is for humidity, and this is for wind. So here the highest value is of Outlook. So Outlook will be selected as the root node. So now attribute Outlook is a root node. So in the algorithm what we have, we are going to select a node in the tree. Since this is the first step, at the end of the first step we select Outlook as the root node. So once Outlook has been selected as the root node, we can check with its resulting values in order to set up the nodes in the tree. So Outlook has the highest gain value, hence it is set as the root node. So now Outlook is now root node. This is a root node. Now we will see with respect to all the values, the overcast set is a pure set. Overcast for all the samples, it is returning S as the value. So it can act as a leaf node. So Outlook can act as a leaf node. Outlook has a leaf node of S with respect to overcast. So whenever Outlook is equal to overcast, it is returning as yes. From the data sample only we get this. Okay, this can be written directly. What we don't have is with respect to sunny and rain. They are not pure set. You have seen in the table, right? 2, 3. So here sunny is not a pure set, and also rain is not a pure set, because it is a combination of both positive and negative samples. So we have unknown situation for sunny and rain. So sunny and rain cannot result into a leaf node, but we have to create a node under sunny and rain for further testing. So what we have to do is extract the contents for respect to sunny and contents with respect to rain. So that is called as extraction or splitting the data set with the required node. So now sunny has been selected. Wherever the value is sunny, that subtable has been extracted. So you need not make use of this anymore. We know that we are dealing with sunny attribute value. We just have to test with the other attribute with respect to sunny as the value, so that we can check whether any pure set can be found out. So now this acts as your base table. So till now it was 14 row data set. Now once the node has been selected, we are going with the reference of Outlook node, and in Outlook we need sunny as the reference. So with respect to sunny, whichever entries are there, those entries has been selected. So now we have temperature, humidity, wind related 5 row data set as a reference. In this case we have 3 negative and 2 positive sample. You don't have to calculate the entropy again, because we already know entropy of sunny is equal to 0.971. This is just for reference. So now with reference to this, again we follow the same procedure. We are going to calculate the gain of every attribute, but with the 5 row data set. So first one is temperature. So we are going to check with the temperature. Temperature is having hot, mild and cool as the value. So with respect to this, we will check out how many positives and how many negatives are there. So in this case, if you see, wherever it is hot, so for hot it is no, and again hot it is no, right? So both are negative samples. Next, for mild one sample is no, and for mild one sample is yes. Next, for cool it is yes. So as you can see, this is a status. So here, as a thumb rule I told, if you find 0 as one of the values, you can put 0 as the entropy value. If both P and N are equal, you will get 1 as the value for entropy. So this will be the resulting value for this one, the temperature attributes. You can write these directly. You can reason. Since P is equal to 0, entropy will be 0. Since P and N are equal, so entropy will be 1. Since N is equal to 0, it is equal to 0. No need to calculate anything. So average info calculation is similar. Now with respect to temperature, we are considering the same formula. So I have changed value with respect to temperature in the sample sunny. That's why it is represented like this. Okay. So we are going to substitute the respective attribute values. So now sample with respect to sunny is there. We don't have only S here. Sample with respect to sunny. So it is 5. Sample with respect to sunny is equal to 5. In that you are going to select the number of that is samples with respect to the temperature attribute values. So now this is what we will get as the average info of temperature, that is 0.4. Similar way, we are going to calculate the gain by subtracting the value of average info of temperature from gain of sunny. Gain of sunny is 0.971 and just now we have seen the average info is 0.4 resulting into 0.571 as the value for temperature. So next we have humidity. You are supposed to follow the same rule. As you can see in humidity, for all high it is no, and for all normal it is yes. We have pure sets also here. So entropy will be 0 for both, and average info also will become 0 because multiplication with the entropy, right? So it becomes 0 as well. So its gain will be equal to 0.971 because we are subtracting only 0. So its value will be 0.971. Respectively for wind, check with the values. So for weak, 1 is no, 2 is no and 3 is 1. That is 2 samples are no and 1 sample is yes. And for strong, 1 is yes and 1 is no. So in this case, 1 is there, you can directly write it as 1, but only you have to calculate for first whether is weak as the value. So you will have to calculate in the regular way and get the entropy value, and it will be equal to 0.918. And substitute in the average info formula, and again you will get 0.951, which will be subtracted from 0.971, that is entropy of sunny, which will be equal to 0.02. On listing, what you will get is the highest information gain attribute is humidity. So this will be considered as the next node under sunny. Okay, with respect to sunny, humidity is having highest value, highest information gain value. So this will be the next node. So now sunny will be given with humidity as the value. Check with the data set of humidity. Since we have seen already, for all the values of high, it is having no as the value, and for all the values of normal, you can see both are yes. So they are pure sets. So here in this case, you can take them as leaf nodes. As you can see, sunny with high humidity is always no, sunny with normal humidity is always yes. So I can make it as a leaf node. So the part of the decision tree is complete, that is where sunny is the value for outlook. Next step is to go for rain. So you are supposed to extract the subset for rain, and you are supposed to go with the similar procedure for obtaining the subtree of the rain. So here in this case, what happens? However, humidity is already selected. You can eliminate this particular humidity table from your consideration for next calculation. So we will be remaining with temperature and wind as the values. So this table will be used now, like in the previous case, 5-row data set, and with respect to temperature and wind, you have to follow the same rule and obtain the remaining part of the tree. As you can see here, in wind, for all the values equal to weak, you find positive values. For all the values strong, you will find negative values. Okay. Whereas in temperature, you have combination. Mild is having S as the value for 2 places and mild is having no as the value in 1 place. So obviously when you calculate, you are going to get 0, 0 as the value for entropy of weak and strong, and hence you will be getting highest information gain for wind, and wind will be selected as the resulting node under decision tree for outlook is equal to rain. So that's how you solve the problem. Kindly note the shortcuts for setting up the values for entropy so that you can reduce the time.